Hey Buckaroos, short lesson this week. We're in Panama. This is Panama City behind me here, which you can let me just spin around a little bit. Panama City, water over there, pool, the whole deal. Yeah, the usual stuff for a hot climate. Anyway, this is going to be kind of an easy lesson. It's basically how you make portfolios, custom portfolios on MediaBase. It's pretty easy to do, and the big question, I guess, would be why would you want to do that? Well, the normal portfolios on MediaBase, they're all of the stations in a particular format. So from the major markets all the way down to the little small markets, they pretty much include everyone. And you might want to say, well, geez, I just want the major markets, which is what we're going to do. I'm just going to pick off some major markets and take a particular format, and I'll probably take country as an example. Maybe I'll take AC, because there's not a lot of country in some of the major markets. So I'll just take AC as an example to make it. And we'll go through the major markets and look at those and make a portfolio out of, say, the top 5. And the main reason for that might be, in your estimation, well, if they're in a top 5 market, more than likely they're spending money on research. I don't have any money for research, so at least I can see what research songs look like in my format for the major markets. That might be a reason why you might want to do that. So let's move to the computer and we'll get that done. All right, Buckaroos, here we go. This is how you would make a custom portfolio. Just like I mentioned, you can do this any way you want with any type of radio stations that you want that's within a particular format. If you want to look at AC stuff, you can build it any way you want to do. We're just going to do a pretty simple one. It's really pretty generic. It's just going to take all of the AC radio stations in the top 5 markets. That would be the ones with big ratings and the ones with low ratings. If I was probably doing this for real, I would only take the ones with high ratings. I would skip, like something that's number 1. I don't think I'd take something that's number 25 in the market. But we're going to take them all because, we're not going to be picky on this one. I just want to show you physically how the software works. So first off, you'd go to Custom, which is going to be up here, and you go to Song, Artist, Charts, which would bring you to what you're looking at right now. And then you are going to build a managed station portfolio. You're going to hit this. I've already done 2. See these 2 here? Classic hits and country northern markets. I've done that already, so we're going to do an AC one. And you got to have to answer some questions for yourself. What do you want to look at? What do you want in this? I would want everything, currents, recurrents, and gold. And you also get the choice of the day parts. Now, I don't usually like to look at the all-night show because I'm not sure how it's been programmed. Sometimes it's programmed for real because somebody's programming on a 24-hour clock. A lot of stations do it on an 18-hour clock, and then, it's a crapshoot as to what shows up on the all-night show. You can't count on it for the actual repetition when you want to look at something. So I usually just skip it and go 6 to midnight, which is what is going on here. And then if you go down a little farther, how many spins, where's the cutoff? You don't care about it after that. And minimum stations, I've certainly 1. And I would want to build something for 7 days, and that would be up here. So basically you're looking at a week. And once we build this, you can use this portfolio for a whole bunch of all of these other things that are in here, all these things that I'm showing you that are, that we've gone through before. So let's just build one, okay? Pretty simple to do. You just hit the Manage Station Portfolio. There's the 2 I built. Let's create a new one. Okay, so let's do this. And you get some choices. You can do MediaBase all stations, or just their published panel, or all Canadian stations, or just the published Canadian panel. Let's make this as wide as possible and as unpicky as possible. And we're going to take all US stations, and then you're going to choose a format. What do you want to look at? A lot to choose from here. So we're going to choose AC. And then we're just going to start going through the markets. Obviously New York is the first one. Just type in New York and what stations are there. WLTW, obviously, monster radio station. And like most software that you just saw me do, I moved something from here into the right-hand column so the software will use it. If you didn't want to use it, you just throw it back to the left-hand column and it wouldn't do anything. Let's go to market number 2, which is Los Angeles. And there's Coast, and there's KDIS. And then we go to market Chicago. That would be market 3. LIT, WSHE, and same thing. Throw the 2 of them over there. And what is market number 4? San Francisco? Is that done? I'm not real sure. I haven't looked at it in so long. Let's take a look. Okay, San Francisco and Dallas-Fort Worth. Those are the other two. Let's go back. San Francisco. Again, 2 stations, 2 ACs. And the last one was Dallas. Fort Worth and KGE. There we go. So these are all the AC stations, all of them, the ones with high ratings and not, and lesser ratings in the top 5 markets. And then we're going to have to name this. So let's just call it something simple like top 5 ACs. How's that? Hit OK. There it is. Now and close this up. From this point forward, when you want to do something and look at something, like here, I'll give you an example. Let's do something simple like a chart of just those radio stations. So we don't want the classic hits ones we built. We wanted the top 5 ACs. And we'll just hit this. So we want, the same thing, the day parts that we wanted, no all-night show, and 5 spins, and minimum 1 station. Obviously, we're going to have all of those stations. Geez, I didn't even count them up, how many they are. Oh, it doesn't really matter. So this is a song chart of what they're playing, but not all ACs in the United States, just these. Weekend, Save Your Tears, most played song this week, Louis Capaldi. Number 2, Elton John, Dua Lipa. And these are the radio stations over on the side, and this is how they were playing them in the spins for each particular radio station. So, that's pretty much what this is. It's pretty much what it does. And if you want to see some other things, you can just pick and choose using this. Instead of all ACs, you would go to your custom panel, the thing that you made, the portfolio, and use that instead and get a handle on what you want to see. You want to see spins, you want to see charts, you want to see the amount of gold that they play. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can see. What's the common thing? It's all in here on a custom portfolio. And that is how you would make a portfolio inside MediaBase to whatever taste you want it to be. Actually, it just sort of occurred to me that you might be curious as to what Panama City, Panama looks like. So I'll give you a few shots of the city in here, just to, maybe chew up like a 30-second shot here or something like that. Hope you liked that. Hope you got something out of that. Hope you have MediaBase. That would be really helpful. So if you like this, subscribe, do the usual YouTube stuff. And we will see you on the next lesson. See ya!